Jeremy, the auction market in Melbourne at the moment, it's really going quite berserk, isn't it?
Absolutely red hot at the moment. It's quite incredible. As recently as a couple of weeks ago, I had a property in Williamson Road that went nearly $400,000 over reserve.
Wow, $400,000, that's amazing.
Yep.
I guess you're getting those kind of results though across the board.
Pretty much across the board, yep.
And some of the things that are causing this?
Look, at this time of year, it's seasonally, supply is getting tighter and tighter, and there's still huge volume of demand out there at the moment.
Which means that basically people aren't putting their houses on the market because of the weather. They're waiting for spring.
Absolutely. I think there's a lot of people who in Melbourne traditionally wait for spring, whereas we find in winter when there's a bit less available, it really sharpens up the competition.
And that would mean that it might be a good time to actually be thinking about listing.
Can be a great time to sell through winter. The other thing is for people who are then going to buy back into the market, they often have a big selection of offerings in the spring market when a lot more volume comes on traditionally.
That's a good idea, be cashed up for spring.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the other thing obviously is that's fueling this is the lower interest rates as well.
Certainly that's adding fuel to the fire with enormous buyer demand, and that's just instilling confidence in people to borrow a bit more and stretch themselves a little bit further at auction.
And we're all hearing about this Asian buyers invasion at the moment. Are you seeing any of that?
It's interesting. When you look at an auction, there's a lot of Asian buyers or people of Asian descent there. Our experience is that most of them are locally based Chinese who are buying in the marketplace.
Of course. And I mean, you are in the eastern suburbs of Melbourne as well, so that's where a lot of their communities are.
Absolutely right.
So if we are going to put our property on the market in winter, what are some of your tips then for preparing the property for selling?
The usual things: present it neat and tidy. We offer stylist advice to all of our clients to declutter, storage solutions if they need it, which certainly helps with removing a few things from the home and definitely presenting it in its best light.
Certainly the property we're in at the moment is really presented in a beautiful
Yes, we didn't need to
way.
do too much with this one. The vendor did a fantastic job of presenting it herself, but certainly any advice that we can give to assist that process is terrific.
So should people, another thing that people often do, they think that their property is worth so much more. I guess with the market galloping away, are you having difficulty sort of saying to people, be cautious of that?
It's very difficult to put a price on properties at the moment, and our recent experience is that a lot of the time, even if we're going into a property where the vendor is having optimistic expectations, oftentimes the market's meeting or exceeding those anyway.
Well, so reach for the stars then at the moment.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to put a ceiling on the price.
Now, the opposite side of the equation, of course, is what if I'm going to be bidding at auction? What are some of your tips for that?
Very tough market to buy in at the moment, and we certainly understand and appreciate the frustration there is amongst buyers in the marketplace. I think the only advice is go prepared to pay a fair price. When you're bidding, bid confidently. Don't let other bidders see if you're right at your limit. Don't let them see that, or they know they're only a few more bids away from securing the property. But ultimately, it is just a matter of being the highest bidder.
Exactly. Now, I know you're calling a few auctions this weekend. How do you keep, you've got to keep fit in this weather as well. You can't get any colds, obviously.
Try to keep fit and healthy. I know in the past I've had the odd cold and rasp out the auctions, but certainly we're looking forward to a busy auction season.
So we're in Mont Albert, in the beautiful eastern suburbs of Melbourne. Tell us about this property.
10 Carlyle Crescent, beautiful tree-lined crescent. Primary school, fantastic local primary school just at the end of the street. Park just a few doors down on the other side as well. So wonderful, wonderful location. Big land, 870 square metres on a corner.
Wow, corner block. They're always prized, aren't they?
Always prized corner blocks, and a beautiful timber Californian bungalow family home.
How many bedrooms?
4 bedrooms in this one.
Great. And what are you expecting? I mean, I know we don't know the market at the moment. But
good interest in the mid ones at the moment, but we have seen some exceptional sale results around the neighbourhood, so it could well be more.
And when's the auction?
30th of May for this one.
Great.